So far, most of us often think that resting means giving space to the body, so that it can return to optimal activity. We just take a pause to stop and rest, when we feel physically tired or weak. In fact, our bodies are not just made up of physical parts. There are various other aspects, which we also need to pay attention to. Usually, when talking about rest, what comes to mind for many people may only be sleeping at night. You need to know, however, that rest is not just about sleeping. There are 7 types of rest that are important for you to know. Each has its own role to play in keeping your life balanced. 1. Physical break. Physical rest, of course, has become our primary daily need. Physical rest means taking a break from tiring physical activities. According to the American Montessori Society, physical rest includes 2 components, active and passive. The passive component of physical rest includes quality sleep. The active component includes activities such as yoga, stretching, and massage therapy. So, when your body is signaling fatigue, you need to take a break to rest. Don't push yourself, or push yourself too hard to achieve something. This can cause your body to fall ill, and have more negative effects than that. 2. Mental break. Ever felt really stressed, with work piling up? Lost your enthusiasm for doing things? Struggling to concentrate at work? Sleepless or oversleeping? If so, then you might need a mental break. A mental break is when you give your mind a chance to relax and unburden itself. Mental breaks can be done by taking a pause for me time, distancing yourself from stressful situations, or enjoying a more relaxed day by meditating or doing yoga. Unfortunately, many people don't realize that they are lacking mental breaks. In fact, mental rest is one of the most crucial types of rest. If a mental rest deficit persists, it will certainly affect your overall quality of life. 3. Social break. Establishing relationships with the social environment, interacting, communicating, helping each other, is something we need to do as social beings. There are times when a person feels tired to do social interaction. Usually this happens because a person has spent a lot of time socializing, both with family and friends. Social breaks are times when you choose to avoid social crowds, withdraw from social interactions, and create an environment of comfort for yourself. When we take a social break, we give ourselves time to recharge and avoid social fatigue. Understanding the limits of our social battery can help us realize when we need to recharge. When you feel like you're running out of social battery, then you need to take a social break. For example, by spending quality time with loved ones, saying no when you can't help others, or spending time alone to recharge your social battery. We have the right to take a break from the social environment when we feel the need to replenish that social energy. 4. Emotional break. How often do you hide your emotions, or the feelings you have? How often do you claim to be fine when you actually need help? Or how often do you have to pretend to be happy in order to make others happy? Holding back, hiding, or not acknowledging how you really feel can actually make us feel emotionally exhausted. When that happens, we need to take an emotional break. This can be done by spending time with people you trust and you think can provide emotional support. Taking an emotional break will lead us to an authentic person and maintain our emotional balance. 5. Creative break. In everyday life, we are directly or indirectly required to be a creative person. Starting from creating unique and unusual ideas, finding a way out of a problem, and so on that require creativity. However, when we are too focused on doing so, the brain can experience creative block. When we're in that state, we get stuck and run out of ideas for things to do. We are no longer able to come up with new and useful innovations. To prevent this, we need to take creative breaks. Whether it's getting close to nature to get new ideas, doing your favorite hobby, or taking a break from the tiring thought process. Creative breaks can help reduce stress, increase productivity, and you can also get inspired by what you see. 6. Sensory break. It's no surprise that we are surrounded by tons of stimuli from our surroundings. Starting from information on gadgets, exposure to light on cell phone and laptop screens, ambient sounds, and so on. Too much exposure to stimulus will make you experience overstimulation, which can cause fatigue. For this reason, you also need to take sensory breaks occasionally. Sensory breaks can be done by distancing yourself from all digital objects. Usually, mental health experts recommend stopping playing cell phones 45 minutes before bedtime. That way, you will get quality sleep and be more refreshed for the next day's activities. 7. Spiritual break. A spiritual break is a time you can take to reflect, renew your inner energy, and get closer to the spiritual aspects of life. It is a break that is not just about physical relaxation, but also touches on inner aspects, such as values, beliefs, and the meaning of life. This can be in the form of regular worship, meditation, or just trying to find the purpose and meaning of life so far. Some people usually do this by participating in social activities, such as volunteering to help others. Or as simple as setting aside some of the sustenance earned to be given to people in need. This can increase our spirituality and make us more able to interpret and be grateful for the life we have.